got him hooked in the top of the head. Now, he bit the bait, though. He's got one hook in his mouth. Well, that's a funny way to catch a fish.
Well,
Chris and I are fishing on Table Rock Lake today in Missouri. Last year, about this time, some of you might remember, we went over to Lake Dardanelle in Arkansas to do a little fishing right before Chris had a bass and gal tournament. And we did a show on it, and I caught all the fish. But Chris won that tournament. So this year, it's April, water temperature's in the mid-50s. We thought we'd try the same thing. Maybe she could win here at Table Rock. And of course, Table Rock, as you can see, is an entirely different lake from Dardanelle. We're fishing down a steep bluff that it's not a drop-off, it's not a real sheer bluff, but it goes off very, very steeply. We're sitting out here in about 25 foot of water right now, even though we're right on the bank, and we're basically paralleling the bank is what we're doing. I'll show you the bait that Chris caught that thing on in here in a minute. She caught it on a deep diving redfin. It had a real long bill, and she'll show you the way she's working that thing.
She doesn't know how to work it very well. She's just learning.
I think that's only about the second fish she's ever caught in her life on it, but that's a hot bait down here. There he is. Oh, he's about my normal size. Pretty good fish. Boy, he's pretty in that clear water, isn't he?
Mm-hmm.
Look at that rascal down there. That's a largemouth there. Come here, little fella.
Looks like he needs to eat a little more often than he's been doing.
Yeah, he's a little skinny. He's been eating, though, I'll tell you. Look there, somebody's caught him before and turned him loose. Mine's bigger than yours, huh?
Mine's a little Kentucky.
Y'all take a look at that bait Chris is using there. That little small Kentucky bass. You can see it's just a regular redfin with a big, long, deep bill on the front of it, which makes it dive down deep, just like a deep diving crankbait. So, I'm gonna go ahead and keep fishing there, if you don't mind. I got my...
Well,
Since I got mine turned back, I'll go ahead
I
and
think
fish.
you might have to help me out just a little bit.
Here, I got some pliers. It's just for you. Pink. Here. Reach down there and grab hold
Well,
of
he's not even hooked. It's just sort of...
Oh, well, how'd you catch him if he's not even hooked?
I don't know.
What'd he do? Just hold on to that thing for you till you got him in there?
Mm-hmm. Got so many hooks here that...
That's good. Should never miss one on that thing. I can't understand how I ever miss a fish anyway. Every bait I fish got hooks on it. How are you working that bait, Chris?
I'm just throwing it out there and getting it down, and then I'm just stopping it and jerking it.
Down at Rayburn, I was working it like a worm, but you're really not working it that way. You're getting it down, kind of jerking it hard and stopping it.
Mm-hmm.
When are the fish hitting it?
On the stop.
Every one of them been on the stop?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Every one of them.
Of course, I'm not stopping this thing very much, but every one that I've caught on this has been on the wind. But that's an entirely different bait than this little crawdad. Uh-oh, there he is right there.
Barely.
What do you mean barely? It's a good fish. It's about a 4-pounder. I just didn't want to get my hands all fishy, you know. That's the reason I went ahead and let him go like that.
It wasn't much bigger than my worker bill here.
Huh? Well, it was, too. That's a good fish. What are you talking about? Y'all see how close we are into the bank. Those fish are laying right in on the bank in this real steep drop-off here. You got one?
Got the tree.
Are you hung up again? You got to get in real close to the bank and parallel it, because if you're standing out here and throwing into it, it just won't do you much good, because your bait is in a potential fish catching area such a short period of time. And naturally, when it's like that, like Christine's bait hanging on that tree is not in a very good potential fish catching area.
I beg to differ. That's where he should have been, was right there underneath.
Should have got it before it got hung up, huh?
That's right. That's what I thought had happened.
Here, don't be getting that thing around my bank. You can see we're right in on the bank. I mean, we're right parallel. The ideal thing really would be if I could get her back in the back of the boat. I could catch them all. Unfortunately, she's smarter than that.
I learned your tricks a long time ago.
Well, you did, huh? Get your old... My crawdad to eat that thing you got on there if you get it around my bait, girl.
You're going to have to start casting either one lane in or one lane out.
Yes, what are you doing?
You're like some of these people that drive down the middle.
How are you working then?
You're like these people that drive down the middle of the highway.
Oh, catch them on both
I
sides.
know what you need to either give me the inside alley or the outside.
I want you catching them all.
You want to know how I was working this?
Yeah.
I just cranked it for all I was worth.
Well, that's what I thought you were doing. That ain't the way to do it.
Well, I get carried away sometimes. That big fish that just got away, kind of.
That was a nice one. It really was. It was a nice fish.
Hit that point a little more.
Another little point right up here in front of us. We'll just wait and hit that.
He was just looking. He wasn't serious about the whole
Well, it
thing.
wasn't real. What did you do? Just look at it and you caught him? Boy, there is a big Kentucky population. A 15-inch minimum on this lake. So all these fish we're catching, these 12 and 13 inchers, don't do. Christine, quit that.
I've been waiting for years to do that.
You big dog. When you're fishing real clear water like this, have you got another?
I will have in just a minute.
Oh. When you're fishing real clear water like this, whether it's in the springtime or whatever, but particularly in the springtime, when the fish are coming up but they're still laying down fairly deep, line size and line color is vitally important. We're using light line, 8-pound test, and we're using either clear or low visibility green. We've got, I guess, all the reels except one with the low visibility green on it. Don't use high visibility in this clear water. You'll just get way less bites on high visibility line. And of course, light line will get those baits down deep. That wicker bill there that Chris is throwing, she needs it down deep. This little crawdad that I'm throwing, you need to get it down deep. The deeper you can get it, the more chance you got of catching fish this time of the year.
There's one.
Come out from under the end of that boat dock, didn't
Yeah.
you?
I hope I don't get him in the prop.
Let me trim the motor up.
No, I got him.
You got him out?
Yeah.
Is that gonna be a keeper?
I don't know.
Probably be just like all the rest.
Probably.
We ain't caught a keeper all day long. I don't know why we'd catch
Oh,
a
he is a keeper.
fish bait. Come here, baby.
How about that?
All right. The sun is about to go below the bridge, and we finally got us a keeper fish.
They will hit it with that moss on it, won't they?
Oh, he probably got down in the moss. That's about a
about
nice
that?
3.5-pound chunk. Y'all can see how dark it's getting. The sun is setting over the top of the bridge right there.
Give me my bait.
And that big fish just come up and just swallowed that spinnerbait. We've been fishing all day long. We've probably caught total 40, 50 fish together. Caught them on that little crawdad colored crankbait and that deep diving redfin. And of course, along about 2 o'clock, I put the big Houston model Magnum on, and we caught a bunch of fish on it. And that's the best one we've caught.
Well, you picked him up out of the
Well,
water.
honey, in that tournament 2 weeks from now, if you catch you 5 of those every day, you'll be in hog heaven. Look at the belly on that fish. As Alton Jones would say, look at there, Jimmy. He said that and built like a football. Oh, there he is. I hope that's a crappie. Pretty nice, whatever it is. Oh, looky there, Joe.
Big, nice
old
slab
nice
crappie.
Yeah. Yeah.
How far down was he,
He
Jim?
was pretty deep. He was probably about 12 foot deep.
Okay, I'm not fishing quite that
Probably
deep.
about 12 foot deep. I'm fishing today with my good buddy Joe Hall. Joe and I have been fishing together for years and years and years. And Joe lives...
How many years?
Oh, years and years and years and years, Joe. Joe's from Branson, Missouri, lives right on the bank at Table Rock Lake, and we're doing Joe's favorite thing. We're crappie fishing, and that's a nice big old female crappie. And I got a little special roadrunner, and I'll talk to you about that roadrunner here in a little bit. But the fish are moving in to spawn right now. but they're not in real good in all the places. They're really kind of, sometimes you catch them real shallow. That fish was probably 12 or 14 foot deep, really down deep. But we're going to move around a lot today, and we just got a beautiful day. I mean, the wind is light, the trees are budded out, the dogwood started blooming yesterday. God knew that Joe and I was going to go fishing today, and so he set it up just right.
When the dogwood starts blooming, the crappie start biting.
When the dogwood, when the redbuds start, really, you know, you can get ready. When the dogwoods,
whoop, there he is.
There he is, right there.
Yeah, you were right.
I was just going to have you open the live well, Joe, but now you can go ahead and land your fish. Oh, you just got a little one.
No, that's a little one.
He's a eating size, but compared to mine, he's little.
You would say. Well, I hate to admit it on this one, but you are right. But you're also right about the depth.
While you're back there, Joe, open up that live well. That crappie will taste pretty good in the skillet.
Yes, he will.
You sure enough will. I got you in the right end of the boat, Joe.
This is my live well.
That live well is hard to open, so when you shut, just shut it down like that. They got them real tight. They got them real tight in a Ranger boat because you get that full of water with a good aeration system, and a big bass can knock a live well lid open if
I thought you mean
if you don't have a tight lid on it like that.
I thought you meant that was to hold all the fish that we're going to put in it.
Well, that's true. We got 2 live wells. We'll get them both filled up today. I should put yours in one side and mine in one side, but then we'd be
taking... Well, then I have to share with you, see?
Well, we'd be taking a picture of yours, and yours wouldn't have very many in it. It'd just make you look bad.
Oh, so. The other way around.
He was down there, wasn't he?
He was. He was 10 to 12 feet deep.
It's really kind of strange, you know. The fish are, you know, they're... Sometimes you'll catch them you just don't hardly get your reel engaged right up on... There's one. He was down deep, too. Oh, looky there. Isn't that pretty? That is lovely. That is lovely. Come here, baby. Oh, yeah. Here. Shake that head around. Oh, isn't that pretty?
That's what we came for.
That is exactly what we came for. Big old female. That is a beautiful fish. Live well, sir.
I'm trying to catch one.
You're trying to catch one, aren't you? There you go.
I'm down there
Did you
now.
notice, Joe, that I wore me a towel today to keep my hands?
I noticed you didn't offer me a towel.
You know, I had another one there
I mean,
in the
you
house.
did get me a towel this morning.
Yeah, a big one.
Big, but it was Chris's towel, and we knew we shouldn't use it. I'm talking a big towel.
Big towel.
4 foot by 8 foot towel.
That was a big towel. I like big towels.
Did you see a fish break out there?
Sure was. That's probably a big old carp. Whoop, there he is, Joe.
Would you pull him off the point there, Jim?
He was off that point, probably 10 foot deep. Oh, I'm telling you, aren't they beautiful in this clear water? Look at that. That's a male there. Yeah, that's a male crappie right there. That's a nice big old male, though, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
Isn't he pretty?
Now, you want me to put him back here in this live well, don't you?
I need for you to open the live well. Yes, sir. I got you in the live well opening spot. You're going to get to do something every time we catch one. There you go. It's a good job, Joe.
Good pitch, Jim.
You know, I told you I was going to show you something a little bit different on our Roadrunner that we're using. And this is something different. This is a willow leaf blade.
Want to get the drum roll going?
Oh, the drum roll.
The drum roll.
You're going to get the drum roll for the day. I promise you, you'll catch one of your favorite fish.
A drum.
The drum. You'll catch them. Joe's probably the best drum fisherman in the world. This has got a willow leaf blade to it. And there's a lot of advantages to this willow leaf blade. One, obviously, is a lot more flash. It's going to flash a lot more, create a lot more strikes down there. Secondly, you can fish it a lot faster. And thirdly, it'll fall faster. Now, a situation like Joe and I have got today, where a lot of these crappie are going to be 12 and 14 foot deep, we can get this little 16th ounce head down 14 foot a lot quicker with a willow leaf blade than we can a standard Roadrunner blade. And that's one of my favorite colors, obviously. Black and chartreuse.
And don't forget, that bait's easier to troll.
Yeah, if you want to troll with it, which we're not going to troll, but you know, if you want to troll, it trolls and it stays perfectly straight. Works out real, real well. Joe, you were supposed to catch one while I was doing all that talking, son.
I was trying. I really was.
I was ready for you to say, there he is, Jimmy. Bet you $100 Joe catches a drum today.
There he is.
Have you got a fish or you hung on the bottom?
That might be one of your favorites.
If you've got a fish, you have really got a fish.
Do I have a fish?
You're hung on the bottom.
No, I'm not hung on the bottom. I just hung on.
That's not a crappie. I'm fixing to tell you that for a fact. There is no way that that's a crappie.
That's why I said it's your favorite fish.
That might be a giant drum. Look at the size of that drum.
What were you saying about a drum?
Look at it. Don't let it break a line. You might need to back the drag off. That is a big drum. The drag's on the back on that reel. That is a big one. Look at the size of that dude. Is he peeling line? Turn it to the left.
Yeah,
That button there on the top of that reel.
Yeah, he's peeling now.
Golly, look at the size of him.
He swallowed it too.
That is Joe's favorite fish.
Boom, boom, boom. I don't know why I catch drum.
Ooh, you hadn't got him caught yet.
I know it. Well,
If you're not careful, he's going to break that light line. Just stick your thumb in his mouth just like a bass. You got him. Looky there. Way to go, Joe.
he swallowed.
Joe, tell me why they call him a drum. Now, years ago.
We've been through this before.
No, this is years and years ago. You told me. Tell me the story. Why do they call them a drum?
What's the sound they make? They've got a little on the inside of them. They sound like a drum. I've been out at night, and you hear this thump, thump, thump,
How's it go?
thump, thump, thump. Sounds like somebody beating a big kettle drum.
They actually have deals
It's
in
two
their
bones, so they rub together on the inside of them.
There we go. Well, that fish hit quick. Now, I don't know if that's going to be a crappie or not, because he hit right on the bank. I mean, right on the bank. Oh, look at that big crappie. Joe, look at that. And that thing didn't drop. I guarantee you that bait didn't drop 6 inches. Right on the bank. Big, giant female. I mean, giant. Oh, man. Oh, look at that. Isn't that a pretty thing?
She's fat too.
That fish was right on the bank, too. That is a dandy. Well, we caught a box full of fish today. I mean a box full, and that is a pretty one right there. That is a big crappie. The secret today was moving a lot. I see a lot of crappie fishermen. They like to get in one spot and just sit and sit and sit for hours. The secret was moving a lot and that little willow leaf blade, a brand new willow leaf blade. First time I've ever used it in my life, and it works so well. It's incredible. I mean, that is really something. Joseph, if you'll open that live well one more time.
One more time.
We'll go to the house and get that Indian of mine to cook these things for us. Sounds good, huh?
Is she going to fillet them too?
No, we'll have to fillet them. She'll cook them.
He'll cook them.
Amen. Uh-oh. Another one on that point.
Get the camera on, buddy.
That's a little bigger there.
Whoa.
Whoa.
I need some help on this one, Jeremy. Might need a little help. Might need a little help with this one, Jeremy.
Well, yeah, you got the man right here. It'll help you. Take your time. Take your time. We got all day. Whoa, my gosh.
It's not big.
My gosh. My gosh. Oh, holy cow, Boyd.
Thank you,
What
Jeremy.
have you done? What
Thank
have
you,
you
Jeremy.
done? Oh, you can't count it. He's hooked outside the mouth. Look at there. You didn't get him in the mouth.
Yeah, I can't help that.
Oh, booyah. Look at that booyah spinnerbait. That fish is.
What is that, 9?
I think he's over 9. Golly. Get these things. I'm about to fall out of the boat. These things to work are not fastening that onto that fish. Woo, Boyd, holy cow. What a fish. 947. Oh, God. All right, Boyd. Give that big booger some sugar, get her back in there before she dies. Woohoo! Yeah, buddy, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah, Boyd. Oh, where he is. There he is. That's another one of them old big ones. Whoa! Don't you get in my Minn Kota. Oh, man. Look at that. Oh, look at that big fish. God. Come here, baby. Come here, sugar. That was right there in the open water, not anywhere around the tree. Big old female bass up there looking for a place to make love. Oh, man. Man, that looks kind of small compared to yours, Boyd.
That's still a nice one.
6.5 pounds. Wow, wow, wow. Woo. You know, I found even with the braid, putting a little real magic on the line makes it work a little better, Boyd. Makes it cast easier and smoother, and certainly it just makes your reel work better too. It permeates all down in the reel and makes it work better. That fish just sort of, he didn't hit it hard at all. He just sort of just a little small tick. I felt that tick, set the hook, and oh, Lord of mercy. Then he got a little angry at me. There he is. Golly. That's another big one. Holy cow. Golly. I don't know how big he is, but boy, he is so strong. He thinks he's a giant. I mean, he thinks he's a giant. He may be, I don't know. See
That's
what he
nice,
looks like.
Jimmy.
No, he's just a big one. You never know. I keep thinking maybe one of them's gonna be 12.
God damn.
Golly. I mean, that fish right here, he fought like he was 12. That's a big fish.
Nice one, Jim.
Woo, golly, I cannot believe it. It's like a rerun, isn't it? It's like a rerun. You just keep catching the big ones. As long as you keep turning them loose, they just keep getting bigger, don't they, Boyd?
Yep, they will.
That's the way that game's played.
They'll be a big one next year.
It'll be bigger next year.
I missed that one, Jimmy.
Get a bite? No, you got him. You got him. He come back and got it, didn't he? Missed it and come back and got it.
Yeah.
I'll be dang. That's aggressive. That's an aggressive fish right there. Look how big that fish is and how small his mouth is. That's just pretty amazing. They grow so rapidly down here. They get to be big in a hurry. Yeah, that fish missed it and come back and got it. Boy, it's bulging with eggs, wasn't it?
Yeah.
There he is. Oh, come on. No, he didn't. No, he didn't. No, he didn't. Boy, he was up there shallow. Woo! Big one, too.
Nice,
Yeah.
Jimmy.
Yeah, he is. Boy, he was up there coming up, baby. Coming up. He was up there shallow. Whoa, they are so bad. They are so bad. I mean, they are bad. Head that baby out to deep water. I might have missed him. I don't know, maybe he just moved on me. Boy, they're pretty. Look at the color on that bass. Oh, he's about to get off. He just barely hung. Oh, he's hung good enough now. Hung better than I thought he was. That's just a small one here. Look, he. Are you there? Down in his mouth.
I'll be dang.
Half of a brush hog.
Yeah. Huh.
Look at that. He bit somebody's woolly bug off. Had that down his throat. I thought it was a... Hey guys and gals, I hope you enjoyed that. We're out here working hard, doing videos all the time, and we really appreciate you watching, more than you can ever know. Be sure to hit that sub button and subscribe to our channel because we need every one of you. Hey, have a lot of fun. Let's go fishing.